Welcome to online lectures by CA Studies. For more lectures online, please do visit castudies.lk.
Hi everyone, welcome back. So up to now we have seen up to the topic that is sole proprietorship. Now we are going to look at what is the advantages of sole proprietorship and what are the disadvantages of the sole proprietorship. First one, these are theories, right? These theories you will be definitely learn in BL1 and BL3 and BL4, right? Therefore don't try to buy out this. Just I am given idea, take a short notes. First one is limited paperwork, less cost in establishing this type of structure. Sole proprietorship. So I am going to explain what is the advantages of sole proprietorship. First advantage is less paperwork and less cost of establish. It means I already told sole proprietorship should not be, no need to register if that is run in the owner's name. Therefore registration cost will be saved. That's why this is a less cost, right? If company form, company registration should be done according to number 7 of 2007 Companies Act. For the registration, first we need to find out whether that name is already taken by different company. That is first procedure. That is also we have to pay. We have to pay to the ROC, Registrar of Companies, that is located in Colombo 2. Therefore, always when we talk about the advantages of one form of organization, that should be compared to other organization and think. Sole proprietorship means it's very easy work. No need to fill the application, no need to fill the forms, right? No need to recruit a secretary, no need to recruit directors. One person just put a shop and start the business like a grocery, chillare kada in your area, right? So that is called less paperwork and less cost of established. Second one, owner has complete control over the business. Only one owner control over business. Only one owner controls over business. Owner is one, so decision can be taken by him. No one can influence him, right? If you want to buy some item from the supplier to sell at the shop, he can buy. If he have the cash, he or she can buy. So there is a control, more control by the owners. Third one, owner is entitled to profit and the ownership of the assets. Only one owner. So owner, here I am saying owner, not owners. Owner is fully entitled to profit and also company's business's assets, right? Profit is I, only one owner, he will enjoy that profit, right? If profit increases, right, definitely future cash flow will be increased, cash surplus will be increased, so assets also will be increased. So that assets also enjoyed by that same owner. That is called owner is fully entitled to profit and assets. Fourth one, less stringent reporting obligation compared with other business structure. No requirement to make financial account publicly available. No audit requirement. According to Companies Act number 7 of 2007, section I think 156. Section 156 tells company's financial statements should be audited by auditor. That auditor, right, that auditor should be chartered accountant or registered auditor. What is the auditor's qualification is mentioned in section 157 of Companies Act. Please, if you have the Companies Act, please go and check whether I am correct, right? So company's financial statements should be audited. So sole proprietorship financial statements should not be audited. So audit fee can be saved, right? So that is less cost. Here, no audit needed. No audit needed. Second one, no publication of accounts needed. No need to publish the accounts in Colombo Stock Exchange. No need to show your accounts to the third party, out party. But companies, listed companies, there are many types of companies there. I will talk about that when I come to the companies topic. Then that listed entities financial statements should be published to the public through the Colombo Stock Exchange, right? So no publication of the accounts. Fifth one, can be highly flexible. Highly flexible. Flexible. Understand the meaning of the flexible, right? Highly flexible means if the owner wants to move this shop or move this business to different place, he can just move because he has the full control. So no need to wait until others to take a decision, right? And also if you want to purchase the goods or if you want to pay the salary to employees, he can just pay and keep quiet. No need to report to anyone else. So that is called flexible. Then also you can understand the accounts. Accounts should be prepared based on the criteria, right? Accounts cannot be prepared in your own way. According to Sri Lanka Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, there are 5 frameworks issued by the Chartered Institute, right? Each and every entities should be follow one of that 5 frameworks, right? It means according to business structure, according to business size, according to businesses intended uses, framework may be changed, right? According to CA Sri Lanka, there are 5 framework. First one is full SLFRS application. Second one is SLFRS for small and medium entities, that is SME standards. Third one, SLFRS for small entities, right? Fourth one, statement of recommended practice for non-profitable entities. Fifth one, government entities accounting standards for the police department, army department and the authorities, other education department, how they have to prepare the financial statement. So this is how the criteria established in order to prepare the accounts. Sole proprietorship can use any of this or no need to use any of this because sole proprietorship is not come under any organization, because audit is not important. Because audit is not important, no need to prepare the financial statement according to criteria, right? They can prepare accounts in double entry or without the double entry, but preparing the financial statements in the sole proprietorship is face the tax authorities tax liability. Second one is bank loans, right? Sometimes tax authority will request prepare this your financial statement according to this framework. Then that sole proprietorship should adopt that. Sometimes bank also ask to provide the accounts based on the one of the criteria, that is one of the that is allowed criteria, applicable criteria. applicable financial reporting framework. We are saying financial reporting framework. Our technical word is that. So if bank requests, sole proprietor should prepare. Otherwise, no need. That is also flexible. Preparing the financial statement also one of the flexible things in the sole proprietorship. Right. Then sole proprietors do not need to make their financial statement publicly available. So we have taken that. Then advantages of sole proprietorship done. What is the disadvantages of sole proprietors? When we talk about the disadvantages, right? First one is, right, when comparing the sole proprietorship to the companies, first one is sole proprietors, that is sole traders liability is not limited. If a sole proprietor invested 100,000 in the business, if company's debt is 200,000, so from the from the business 100,000 should be taken and balance 100,000 taken from the sole traders own money or own asset. So first one is, it's very easy, you all of you have learned in advanced level, but I am focusing on the 100% audience because here many students, right, came from the different stream in the advanced level. Not everyone is from the commerce stream. Many students came from the mathematics streams and the biological stream. Therefore, this is a little bit confused because BL3 subject will explain more. BL4 subject will explain more. BL1 subject I am just touching the part, right? If you do the BL1, please do the BL4 also, right? If you do the BL4, BL1 will be very, very easy, right? Okay. First disadvantage is no limited liability. Second one is person property may be vulnerable for debts and other business liability. Okay, that is also same thing. So no limited liability means here 2 points given. First one is owner is personally liable for all debts. Second was personal property may be vulnerable. Property may be taken to pay the debt and business liability. Same thing. Third one, large sum of capital are less likely to be available to sole proprietor, leading to reliance on overdraft and personal saving. This is only one person there. So if only one person investing the money to the business, definitely cash will be low. If 10% join and investing in the business, definitely capital will be high. That's why partnership is raising more capital than the sole proprietorship. Right. Less capital because of what? Because one owner have to invest is saving money. Or if saving money is not available, he have to pledge his assets and get the loan from the bank. That is also a risk. That is a disadvantage. Fourth one, may lead to long working hours without the normal employees' recreation, leave and other benefit. Because the sole proprietor fully involved in this business. If this business is making loss, he will be suffer. Definitely, he should not work from the 9 to 5 p.m. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is our working hour. If you are working in audit firms, right, or mercantile sector, you definitely go by 9 o'clock and leave by 5 p.m. 5 o'clock, evening 5 o'clock. It means you don't need to work after 5 because you getting paid salary. You are not entitled to profit. So each and every month you getting the salary. So even you work or not, even you complete the works or not, you will definitely paid salary. But owners will be paid profit. If company making profit, only he will be paid. Therefore, always he should not commit to the working time hour. He will be working more than 9 hours, more than 10 hours. Sometimes the owners are working 24 hours. Right? I have read in an article that is Bill Gates. If Bill Gates has any objective, any purpose, any project, he will be working without sleeping at least for 45 hours. He is the first man, he is the number one man who is working without the sleep in the world. It's a record, Guinness record, right? 45 hours without the sleeping. Think. So what is mine, right? So he wants to make some profits to him. That's why he working. There is no working hour, right? So that is no working hour. Not working with limited time. It is a disadvantage because if it doesn't work for more than 9 hours or more than 10 hours, definitely company sometime making a loss. Full involvement of the owner will be definitely there. That's why you can see many sole proprietorships are in the bazaar, in the market, right? There are many markets in Sri Lanka. In Colombo also Peta market there. In Kandy also market there. In Maragama there. In Yapane there. In Jaffna there. In Betikulo there. There are even 7 days. 7 days morning 9 o'clock to evening 9 o'clock they are working. Because why? There is a one owner. Sole proprietorship. But companies are doing what? Companies definitely have more money. Because if business does not have more money, they will not go for registration of the company. If money is there, if that owner is financially stable, only go for company. If owner is not financially stable, he will definitely go for partnership or sole proprietorship. Right. Then last one is maybe issues of continuity of business in the event of death or illness of owner. Once that is closure of business. Once owner deceased. Owner deceased means owner dead, die, passed away. When owner passed away, that business is assumed to be closed according to law. But company not like that. If owner passed away, that shares can be taken by his family, or share can be given to another person and take the money by that family persons, if that family not willing to run that business. When owner dies, owner only dies, the share capital doesn't die. But in here, if owner dies, his capital also die according to law eyes of law. Right. Now we'll look at what is partnership. According to our study pack, second organization we have to learn under BL1. This financial accounting is partnership. Partnership occur when 2 or more people decide to run a business together. I already told, if one person run a business, that is sole proprietorship. If more than one person do the business, that is partnership. Examples include an accountancy practice, a medical practice, a legal practice. This accountancy practice, medical practice, legal practice also can be formed as a sole proprietorship, right? Don't just exhaust you to these examples. It can be sole proprietorship or partnership, but most of the time audit firms, accounts firms are run by 2 or more people, 2 or more chartered accountants. That's why it is called partnership, right? Because one person cannot run that. Capital investment is very high for the audit firms and accounting firms. How many trainees we have to recruit? How many project comes? How many companies we have to look after? So that is need of the service is very high in audit service. We need the many people to work. It's not a sell of the goods, sell of the service, right? Then partnership are generally formed by contract. Partnership agreements are legally binding and are designed to outline the proportionate amount of capital invested. Allocation of profit between parties, the responsibility of each of the parties. Allocation of salary and procedures for dissolving the partnership. Some countries have specific legislation for partnership. Like sole proprietors, partnership are not separate legal entities from their owners. To overcome the problematic risk factors associated with the unlimited personal liability of the for the debts of the business, a new form of limited liability partnership has been created in some countries. As with the sole proprietors partnership and maintain financial records and produce financial accounts. However, there is no legal requirements to make these accounts publicly available. I have told partnership can be formed by joining more than one people, right? Owners are more than one people. If more than one people join and start the business, that is partnership, right? So sole proprietor, only one person involved in the business, and he is entitled to take the 100% of the profit. But our partners share in their profit, right? According to capital portion. According to capital portion, they will divide their profit. For example, take person A and person B invested 100,000 and 50,000 respectively. So total investment is 150,000. So percentage of this investment is 100,000 divided by 150,000 into 100. How much is that? That is 67%. Right? So what is the portion of this person B? That is 33%. So altogether 100%. So this is their capital portion, right? Based on this portion, profit will be shared. For example, take this time company is make profit of 60,000. So 67% of 60,000 is how much? 40,000. 40,000 is given to person A, 20,000 given to person B. This is how partnership profits are shared. Second thing we have to understand, partnership, one or more people will get together and start the business. It is through the contract. This contract may be oral contract or written contract. That is no problem. No need to keep a contract in a documentation form, right? It can be oral contract. Sometimes that partner will say, okay, this is you and me join. A will say to B, I and you join and do the business. So you are an owner, I am also one of the owners. Start the business. So that is also legal. Documentation also legal. But documentation is very good. Sometimes today that two friends can be enemy future, right? Keeping everything in documentation and signed by both parties are very, very clear contract in the eyes of the law. But don't think partnership only can be written agreement. Unwritten agreement also there. Oral agreement also there. Sometimes your MCQ question maybe comes. That's why I need to say this, right? That's same as the sole proprietorship. Partnership do not need to prepare the financial statements. There is no requirement by the Partnership Act. If you want to understand the profit, you just prepare. But according to tax authorities, that is Department of Inland Revenue, to pay in the partnership tax, definitely a tax authority will request the financial statements from the partnership. That is needed. If partnership wants to take a loan from the bank also requests, I want to see your performance, can you show? Then partnerships tell, okay, we are making this much of profit. So bank will say, okay, you are saying you are making this much of profit, can you show financial statements? Then only bank believe. Sometimes bank requesting auditing on that financial statement also. Don't think that further. In future, in future, in second and third level, you will learn about that. What is auditing? Why auditing needed? When I am telling you auditing, you definitely confused, right? You do not know what is meant by the audit, right? Is auditing is preparing the financial statements, or auditing is just writing the theory parts? You are done. You don't know. Don't think about that. Just giving an idea. I want to tell this because you all are future chartered accountants. All of you should have the theory knowledge as well as the practical knowledge, right? According to Partnership Act, there is no requirement to prepare the financial statements, but tax authority will request or bank will request. Sometimes suppliers also request. Suppliers, when providing the goods in credit, right? Supplier is afraid. Supplier is threatened by the partnership. That is, in future, supplier do not know whether that business is able to return the credit, able to pay the credit. For that, suppliers also sometimes wants to see the financial position of the partnership. That is also sometimes needed, right? On the request of the third party only, partnership preparing the financial statements, or on the to see their performance. Partners want to share the profit. Partners are not entitled to take the salary, so want to take a profit. So how can they share the profits? They want to calculate the profit. So to calculate the profit, they need to prepare the financial statements, right? Okay. Then let's talk about advantages of the partnership and disadvantages of the partnership. First advantage of the partnership is less stringent reporting obligation. No requirement to make financial accounts publicly available. No audit requirements. Same thing as the sole proprietor, right? No need to prepare the financial statement for the public, and no need to prepare the financial statement monthly or quarterly or annually. No need. If you want to see the profit, you prepare. So if in a companies, definitely they have to prepare the financial statement. Definitely they go for the audit. So they are working pressure and working that work burden in the finance department is very high. We also working in finance department in the companies, so we know what is the stress of working in the financial department in a company. Then the partnership or sole proprietorship, right? Second one is additional capital can be raised because more people are investing in the business. Here I am writing for you because most of the business level students wants a written note. Advantage of partnership. First one is no need publication of accounts. Second one, no need audit. Third one, more investment. One person involved, investment is low. If more than one person involved, investment definitely high, right? More investment. Third one, division of role. Very important in partnership. Division of role. If business is run by one person, marketing activity, then human resource activities, then sales activities, then administration activities, then banking activities, everything are done by only one person. So one person is more responsibility and more work burden. If two person involved, it can be divided. This can be taken by person A, these can be taken by person B, right? So division of the roles will impact to reduce the work burden. I am not writing same word in the study pack. I am writing in my words because you learn in your words. Try to write the definitions and notes in your words, right? Started institute do not say you have to rewrite the study pack to the exam hall. No need to buy it. Understand the meaning, because this is a 50 MCQs exam paper. So very easy. Understanding is very important than the by heart in the theories. Right? Division of the role will impact into reduce the work burden. Second one is what? First one is reduce the work burden. Second one is reduce the time. If one person involved, say 20 hours spent, so say this is 4 hours, this is 4 hours, this is 4 hours, this is 4 hours, this is 4 hours. If one person involved this 2, within 8 hours he will finish. While person A doing the second works, he can do these 3 works. So he will have the same hours, right? Same hours. Within 8 hours, person A finish these 2 works. Within that same 8 hours, person B finish these 2 works. For this works, additionally 4 hours gone. So within 12 hours, 2 person can finish the works. Work time reduced. Then what else? Division of the role will impacting to reduce the work burden, reduce the time, and increase the efficiency. If one person doing the marketing work for more than 1 month, he will be specialized in that activity. If more than 2 months, think about more than 2 years, more than 5 years, so more experience he will get. So efficiency will be definitely increased. Fifth one is very important. Then like sharing of profit, sharing of loss also reduced, right? If the loss is 60,000, here profit I have taken 60,000. Assume this is a loss. If this is a loss, loss is beared by these 2 persons. If the 1 person only involved, sole proprietorship, in sole proprietorship, loss of profit loss of profit enjoyed by the 1 person. If loss incurred, only 1 person enjoying, 1 person losing, 1 person troubling through this loss. If more person there, more person will take the loss. It means 1 person's loss will be reduced, right? That is also one of the advantage. Then talk about disadvantage. First disadvantage is unlimited liability. Unlimited liability. According to the Sri Lanka Act, there is no limited partnership can be formed. There is no limited partnership. All the partnership formed in Sri Lanka is unlimited. Some countries, that is US and UK countries, right? Most of the time UK and US countries. In UK there are 4 countries. In US also there are many countries. So in that country sometime that LLP, limited liability partnership, can be registered. But that is very risk for the external party, not the partners. Partners, that is benefit, but external party limited. External party disadvantage. Okay. Now unlimited liability means if businesses debts are cannot paid by the business cash, partners has to contribute to that debt according to their capital portion, right? For example, say 100,000 debt is there. Debt is 100,000. That means loan, Naya. Then say business has only cash of 50,000. So 50,000 cash will be given by the business partnership. Then balance 50,000 should be paid to settle this debt. It will be shared by this profit portion. Profit sharing percentage. That is, person A will contribute 67%, person B will contribute 33%. Right? Then person A will contribute 17, right? Sorry, 33,500, right? Person B will contribute 16,500, right? It's not an exact amount. 33,333. There is 16,666. Right? This is disadvantage. But in company, right, this portion is not required. Right? Company no need to take the shareholders' money if company cannot pay. That's why recently you know that, I don't know, you know that the bread talk has been closed because this coronavirus during this 2020 and 2021 they became bankruptcy, so closed. So what about the loan bank, that loan given the loan to that company? What about the creditors? Creditors given their goods in credit. Do you think they will be paid by the shareholders? No, shareholder definitely earn the profit throughout its lifetime, right? But end of that company, end of that business, there is definitely assets and liability. Assets will be sold and liability will be settled at the end of the day. But if assets is less than the liability, how can they settle? So balance money who settle? Asset is more than the liability. If asset is more than the liability, why bread talk closed? Definitely liability is more. They cannot pay the salary, they cannot pay for the loan, they cannot pay for the administrative works, they cannot pay for the creditors. That's why they lack of money, lack of cash. That's why they closed. So if they close means definitely liabilities are more than the assets. So once the company closed, definitely liabilities cannot be paid, fully paid by the assets that they have, right? Understand the rationality. I am taking the examples in order to keep everything in your mind. Try to pass this subject. Passing this subject is very easy, dears, right? You can take 50 marks definitely. At least you can take 60 marks definitely. But try to take highest marks. You want to take more than 70 marks in order to eligible to subject prize. After that, then Chartered Institute will see whether that is highest or not, right? Then slower decision making. In a sole proprietorship, only one owner can take any decision at any time. In partnership, there are more than one partners. Therefore, only one person cannot take the decision. Definitely, he will take a suggestion from the second person. If one person taking a decision, he cannot take the decision. Right? 2 or 3 people involving in this business. Therefore, everyone should give their concern to that decision. For example, take today one person taking a decision. Today one person taking a decision want to buy a vehicle for the business. So to say this person can call to second person and tell, I am going to purchase a vehicle for business. Are you okay? Second person will definitely say, okay, I will come and meet you tomorrow and meet. Definitely answer is like this. Because he wants to see the document. Why we need the vehicle? What is the value of the vehicle? He wants a time to check. He suddenly hearing that news. First person has already planned and wants to buy a vehicle. But second person do not know about this. Suddenly just call and tell, I want to buy a vehicle for business. Are you okay? He will definitely say, what's the vehicle? Send me the vehicle model and vehicle price. I will have to check. He will definitely secondly check and confirm. So it will take a time, right? Definitely it will take at least 1 minute. There is also delay of 1 minute. That is disadvantage than the sole proprietorship, right? Third one, closure of business. Even one partner die sometime. If one partner dies, this partnership is collapsed. You have to make a different agreement from the beginning. That is a law in Sri Lanka, right? That is a disadvantage. That is compared to the company. Company is not like that. Sorry. Fifth one is, unless a clause is written into the original agreement, when one partner leaves, the partnership is automatically dissolved and another agreement is required between the existing partners. If one partner leave, this is one partner die. If one partner leave, if that closure, how that company's business should be closed, should be already written in the partnership. If it is not done, right, agreement එකෙන් ඒක නැත්තම් නිකන් හරි අර partner මේකෙන් අයින් වුණොත් automatically partnership will be collapsed, right? That is also disadvantages of the partners, right? Okay, now I believe all of you understand. Let's look at limited liability companies. That is a superb subject because all of you are going to work in a company. Chartered Institute also wants focus all of you to work in the biggest companies. Chartered accountants until now who are qualified as a chartered accountant never work in a small businesses. Definitely work in a companies. If private limited companies, that company is biggest. If listed companies, that is also biggest. Most of the time Chartered Institute wants to produce a chartered accountant who can handle the biggest company, right? Therefore company theory is very important for you also. Okay, let's meet in next video. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with castudies.lk for more lectures online.